Why, hello. I'm Quish of the Black Pants Legion. Here I am once again on a fateful Monday evening playing this game known as Rimworld. UNC Samurai, Merry Quishmas to you, and to all a good Quish. It is Monday again. Everybody had a pleasant weekend. We're gonna play some more Rimworld, and we're still trying hard, trying really hard, guys. We made a horrific heavy Frankenmech, the heavy rifle. Okay, is this in classic BattleTech or in like one of the video games? Oh, in Megamech. Gotcha. Yeah, Megamech is a strange program. It is capable of so much. So let's take a look, see what we got going on here. We got Samurai is reading books, telling Santa Claus what he wants for Crimbus. Man, he is full of the brains. Got Sir Shaggio, construction and plants. We got Dags, just digging holes with his hands. Whiskey P. Green. Also probably going to be doing some intellectual. We should probably go ahead and build a second table for them. And the Law, who's our doctor. Let's see. Let's take a look at the stats here. Got a heavy rifle, 2 medium lasers, 2 large lasers, 14 heat sinks, single heat sinks. So you're gonna get a little toasty with them large lasers. It's a 4.6 and a lot of armor. It's what it's 231. That's gonna be 12.5 tons worth of armor. Am I right with that? Do I still remember how this game works? I'll be impressed if I got that right. Let's see. We do not have any visitors. We do have a collection of bones. Got onions growing. Not bad. We are in winter. It's not that cold for winter. All right, let's get this game going. Well, of course, we got Pretzel Bomber. The Law is currently making art. Oh, he's making it out of marble. Did I Oh, I do have stone turned on. Don't want that. Want wood. That's all right. Title of this art sculpture is Vomit. This work bears an artwork of a lemur wearing a necktie flying through the air. The whole image is depicted by the careful arrangement of a group of circles. The work is infused with the idea of mercy and is done in a hyper-realistic style. Magnificent. Let's install it. We'll put that in the Lovebird room. Quinlist? Ooh. I don't think we've lost anybody in this game, so it might be a new one since the last time you were watching. Hope I'm enjoying my winter times. Well, so far we've only had one good snow, and it was melted by the day before. So unfortunately, it is not a winter wonderland in location redacted. But I will say, it has been raining nonstop since early Sunday morning. And if it was like 5 degrees colder, it would probably be sleet. And if it was 10 degrees colder, it'd probably be snow. So I feel like we're due for it. We're due for a good cold dusting. Oh, naming game is unavailable. Let me fix that. I meant to do that before we got started today. There you go, Quinless. You should be able to redeem. Let's go ahead and bring up the wheel. Get Quinless on this list if he's not already. Does not look like Quinless is here, so get you online. Pop that back down. Went to Maryland this weekend to see your niece's college graduation. Sunday morning, we laid tracks getting as far south as possible before rain got heavy. Got about 4 inches of snow in North Carolina. That sounds like a lot of accumulation. Your name is misspelled on the wheel. That's okay. We'll get it right when we actually get you in the game. Don't you worry, Durburger. We're not gonna misspell it where it counts. Yeah, right now we're just turning wood into money. So we're currently working on flak armor. We need plasteel and gold. Let's see if there is any surface stuff that we can mine up for that. Otherwise, we are going to have to start up a caravan, most likely. $3791 Wodas is now following. Well, welcome to Cooking on the Rim, and welcome to WBPL 76. We are the only cooking show that is on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless you count, like, you know, Food Network or something like that. Nearby settlement has a special trade request. They would like to purchase 15 knives. If we do, they'll send us a Resurrector Mech Serum. As well as some gold. Or an Orbital Beam Targeter and a Psychic Insanity Lance. That actually might work. Because we do need the gold, and a Resurrector is real good. Lets us bring somebody back from the dead. All right, we're gonna do it. The law, I think, is nope. Who's our crafter? Samurai is actually our best crafter. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna put green on research. We'll put samurai on crafting. And we need to make a bunch of knives. I feel like we're playing Skyrim. Make me 15 knives, please. see. Wood is talking to us. Fortunately, I can't read all of your message. What does it say? Been watching and listening to Tex all day. New to Dwarf Fortress, but old time BattleTech 80s guru. Well, cool. Welcome to us, man. Yeah, Tex. Tex is a very positive voice in the BattleTech community. He's definitely the kind of guy who makes you want to play BattleTech. We're glad to have him for sure. Yeah, Samurai's used to just being kind of like a mook. Now he's got to do research. He's got to make stuff. Oh, we got a mad buck. Let's keep everybody inside, please. Thank you. All right, there we go. Now you guys can go hang out. Samurai, what are you working on there? Why are you not oh, smithing, not craft. Right. Right. There you go. Now he's gonna get cooking. God damn. He is flying through these daggers. We got flak armor. Let's go ahead and research prosthetics. Lay down some concrete. You know what, for now, let's just go ahead and put steel tiles in here. Boom rat, let's release you to the wild. Don't need you. Excuse me. Pistol. Tex and Depp did not ever your water break. Blasphemy. We'll take care of that for you. Oh, let's see. We got some tribes people. Ooh, that's a significant group. That is a significant group. Okay, let's keep everybody inside for now. Looks like we got plenty of daggers built up now. they're starting their assault. Okay. Donkey survived. Ooh, Donkey's pretty... Oh, they're incapable of dumb labor. That stinks. They are a fast learner, and they do have a high social, and they are pretty. So they could be our recruiter. Let's see. Whiskey, the law. Yeah, the law's our doctor now. All right, knives have been made. Let's see here. We need to probably take this to them, right? And we are where? Where is our colony in relation to this? All the way over here. Okay. So let's form up a posse. Who we bringing with us? Samurai's gonna stay behind. I think the law is gonna stay behind because we're gonna need a doctor. Let's send Diggs and Whiskey. We'll send Diggs and Whiskey. All right. Send Diggs. Green. We need to send all of these knives. It's 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. Is there anything we can send them in trade to buy stuff with? Send the sun lamp that we're not using. I want to keep the urns. Could send leather and stuff, I guess. Send this wolf skin. Yeah, let's just send all these furs. We got some sculptures we can send. And let's send this tainted flak jacket. Some tainted hats. Some tainted pants. And let's send the silver with us. And then as far as travel supplies, we're just going to be eating raw rice is fine. Off you go. That's right. Knife Fight Planet, guys. Knife Fight Planet. You guys remember that playing Skyrim? Like just grinding your smithing skill up with just making knives? Yeah, no, those are definitely some pants that somebody shat up. Like those are some shat in pants. Well, yeah, the traders don't know who died in it. Oh, Pretzel Bomber, that's not the plot. That's just grinding to get your skill up so you can make cooler shit. But actually, I always found an easier way to do it is to make gold rings, because there was like a mine in Skyrim that just had a whole shitload of just gold ingots everywhere, and if you waited like 2 weeks, they would refresh, and you could just go in and get more gold. So it was like an endless supply of gold that you could turn into rings, and your skill went up the higher the cost value of the thing you were trying to make was. And obviously things made of gold were more expensive. Yeah, then you'd slap an enchantment on it and sell them back for a whole crap load of money. Tell you, Skyrim is not a game I have thought about in a very long time. Not in a long ass time. Let's see. We got plenty of space in this old mass grave here. I guess I probably have to tell people that they can go places again. Oh, Whiskey got food poisoning from eating raw rice. Let's see. We have 5 colonists. We're actually right on the edge of needing more space to live. Diggs is unfortunately on the road. Is Dwarven better or worse than the Nordic armor from the DLC? That I don't remember. I remember the Dwarven armor was pretty up there. Like, it was like the Dwarven armor and the Elven armor were very similar in ability, and then the next stage up was like the Dragonbone armor, and then like the Daedric armor. Yeah, I mean, like, realistically, you just wear whatever you think looks cool, because that game, you could just, you know, if you had, like, smithing high enough, you could just make everything as maxed out as you want anyway. And it was nothing to get your smithing up to 100. Oh, did I send... Oh... Well, okay, the law. You're the new warden. You're the new sheriff in town. Yeah, you can make a fork that does, like, infinite damage. Remember Spiffing Brit did that. He did a playthrough where he killed somebody with forks. So this is, I think, our 3rd game with this particular base. And it's kind of small because I'm an efficiency idiot who likes to build things as concise as possible. And right now we only have 5 colonists, and we have 4 bedrooms, one with a double bed because we got some lovers. Nice small little kitchen, nutrient paste dispenser. We got the cooler mod, so all of our food doesn't need to be like in a big walk-in freezer. Meat cutting table. Got a drug lab right next to where the drugs are being grown. Got a nice big storage room with a little workshop on the side. Yeah, like I don't know, like I've gotten to the point where I try to be as efficient with my space as possible. One of the playthroughs I've done is the Small World playthrough, where you use a mod to make the map like only 25 tiles in all directions. So like you have a very limited amount of space to put stuff. Yes, SRW, this is the Filthy Tryhard playthrough. This is our third attempt. I think. Might be our fourth attempt. I'm pretty sure it's at least our third. The objective of this playthrough is we're going to do something we've never done before, and that is beat Rimworld. And they're going to run out of food. To buy some when we get there. Never seen this game before. Rimworld is it's got a lot of inspiration from Dwarf Fortress. I've been playing this game on stream here for over a year now, so there's a huge back catalog of episodes of this show. But Tex has done like lots of long plays, lots of playthroughs of Rimworld. That's actually where I found out about this game, was watching Tex play it. Okay, looks like we're gonna get there. It's fulfilled our trade offer. Gib knife. Receive gold. And let's see what they got for trade. So we got the gold. We're still gonna need plasteel, which they do not have. But they do have a lot of silver, so we're gonna sell stuff to get silver. Not gonna sell the resurrector. Got a bunch of pemmican. Ooh, they have aminals. Let's buy 200 pemmican. No, that's too much. 50 pemmican. Yeah, that'll get us back home. Don't really see. Oh, they're not willing to buy our sun lamp. Guess they're kind of primitive, aren't they? Okay, good enough. We're gonna walk away with about 445 monies, and we'll send them back. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress is definitely a lot more granular, whereas Rimworld is more about like the story. I think, like it's trying more to like give you a story based on random charts, which Dwarf Fortress also does, but there's a lot more like little nuances in it. And looks like that boom rat has finally walked into a trap. Now that boom rat is going to get chopped up and fed into a meat grinder for us to eat as delicious boom rat paste. Got a psychic soothe, like that a lot. Oh, I probably never told them to recruit this prisoner, huh? Yeah, recruit this prisoner, please. Are they female? No, they are male. Be nice if they were female, because then the Psychic Soothe would increase their mood, which would also increase our ability to recruit them. Yeah, one thing about this game is the nutrient paste dispenser seems like a bad idea on paper. Like if you read it, nobody likes eating nutrient paste. Like it gives them a shitty mood boost. But it's cheap to build. You can almost start with it most playthroughs. There's never any labor to cook your food, and there's a 0 chance that you're gonna get food poisoning. Like, I don't know what it is like about this machine, but it just seems to make your playthroughs just so much smoother. Like, unless you've got somebody who's really good at cooking, who can like make food really fast, you always end up having to have like one columnist just dedicated to like frying rice all day long. And that's just like labor that could be going somewhere else. And then there's always a chance that they give somebody food poisoning, and then like once a colonist gets food poisoning, they're going to be like moving slow and horking up everywhere and not getting to work. Like this just saves you so much like labor in this game that it's worth like the -4 mood boost. Okay, good enough. Much seasoning does Boom Rat require to make it palatable? Well, it mostly tastes like kerosene. Mostly tastes like kerosene. So I would imagine, I don't know, maybe like a seasoning factor of 7 would probably be okay. You end up putting your first research bench in the same room as the stove, so the person cooking and the researcher always become friends. That's an interesting choice. That works. Yeah, if you put two colonists working side by side to each other, they tend to become friends pretty quickly, unless like one of them's abrasive. And you've had marriages build that way. Oh, that is optimized and also adorable. You guys on your way back? Got a half a day's worth of food. They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. It's gonna be just fine. Nothing could go wrong. All right, we're going to make smoke leaf joints. Do forever. Drop one floor. Shrink the radius down. Let's go ahead and harvest all this jank. Make sure Shaggio is our plants extraordinaire. The law is also pretty good at the plants. Yeah, Pretzel, it's very immersive. It's immersive when the game does things that happen in real life, which is why I love the pooping mod. You know, like the mod that makes it so colonists have to use the bathroom. It's my favorite. Oh no, Diggs' caravan has run out of food. Diggs is gonna eat whiskey. Oh, I forgot to mention the name of our colony is oh, a caravan has met us peacefully. Let's trade with them. What do they have? Do they have plasteel? They do not. They do have camels as well as goats. They have a lizard skin hood. It's not ominous at all. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, the name of our colony is Coldstone Cream Austin. Oh, specialist, don't you worry. We're not going to be smoking all of this. We are going to be selling a lot of it. Speaking of which, we're going to need to find somebody to do the rolling. And I forget. Yeah, it is a crafting skill. All right, Dags is back with the caravan. So we'll have Whiskey back on crafting duty. Samurai's back on researching duty. And the law is working on art in the time after he has other stuff to do. All right, Whiskey's rolling joints. You know, we could probably stand to put some lights in here. And since people are going to be in here for a while, let's go ahead and make them some nice comfy chairs. And we could put a high-tech bench up here with a nice comfy chair here. Are going to need more components, so we had some ship chunks and whatnot. And let's make sure everybody is, yeah, unrestricted. So as you guys know, I'm a fan of the sports ball, the old pigskin, throwing the old piggers around. So I watched a decent amount of NFL football this week, and then Thursday, the Raiders played the Chargers, and I didn't get to see the game because that's the time in which I normally have my Dungeons and my Dragons. And halfway through the game, or the D&D game, I just looked down at my phone just to check the score, and the score was like 49-0 for the Raiders. And then when I checked it at the end of the night, the end score was 63-21. 63 points for the Raiders. 63 points. I'm just going to say that again. That's a lot of points. And what's crazy about that is not only did the Raiders fire their head coach about 3 weeks ago, so they have an interim coach. Like I think their like defensive coordinator has been like handling coaching duties. But last week they played the Vikings, and it was the lowest scoring game I think in the history of the NFL. It was like 3-0. Yeah, Samurai, and the Chargers fired their general manager and their head coach after the game. They were all like, "Okay, we're done, guys. We're donezo. Don't do this anymore." Like, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I have to assume it can't be like the lowest scoring game of all time, just because at some point somebody had to have had like a similar game where like somebody just won with a single field goal. Like that had to have happened at some point. All right, well now we got 2 research benches. Last 0-0 tie was in 1943. Man. Germany was occupying France when that happened. That's crazy. Oh yeah. Looks like a mega sloth has walked through all of my traps. It has some blood loss, but it's fine. It's barely injured actually. But yeah, that was a heck of a score. Heck of a score. As a you know, as an absolute nerd, I also of course play the fantasy football because why not turn an interest into a game of some sort, right? And this year, surgery is on the move. This year, I have the highest total points scored of everybody in our league, which is about 10 people. The highest points by a little over, like almost 150 points, which is like an entire week's worth of points over everyone else. It's like I've played an additional week over everyone. And despite the fact that I have the highest score by a fair margin, I am in 9th place out of 10 people. And as such, will not be going to the playoffs this year, which is impressive, I would say. Like every single opponent that I had this year had somehow had the game of their fucking lives. A group of pirates are gonna come learn what punji traps are all about. Got some people here. Got Hay House. That's a cool name. Hammond. Paula. I used to play music with a guy named Paolo. Assuming the A, Paula, is female and Paolo would be male. Yeah, it's like I had the second highest score every single week during the entire season, and I always happened to be playing against the person who got the highest score. It was quite funny. Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Ooh, Hay House. Hay House survived. Hay House is kind, and they're smart. They're good at fighting. They're good at medicine. Well then. Excuse me. See if we can't convert him to the dark side. All right. Sir Shaggy, if you could take this guy's stuff, because that's a flak jacket, and we would prefer him to not have that flak jacket. Yeah, if there's a mod like Lord Grimos, if you're still in chat, could you help Pistol out? Or Diggs, I see Diggs is there. You would be a good friend. Okay, are we out of wood again? We are out of wood. Because we have turned all of our wood into shitty sculptures. Dags is digging computer parts out of the wall. Alright, let's make sure we start recruiting this dude. You know, just digging for old Walkmans and whatnot. We are going to need to expand, aren't we? Let's go ahead and start digging more bedrooms. Something like that. Oh, I guess I got the yeah, something like that. That's right. It's they got the we are in the Arizona desert or New Mexico desert, wherever they bury those ET cartridges. It's a whole bunch of ambrosia. Harvest that too while we're at it. Woodus remembers that game when it came out. Alamogordo. Is that where they buried him? Remember the Angry Video Game Nerd did a whole thing about the ET cartridges. Well, now that we have joints in the house, social drugs is for recreation. Yeah, it's fine. Smoke them if you got them. Got a mad buck. Looks like the law is gonna have to deal with. Oh, but no, we got two people out here. Just handle this problem. Ooh, good shot, samurai. All right, switch to melee. All right, how bad is you? You're potentially in danger. And Whiskey, if you could, oh wait, is Whiskey the one that's injured? No, Law is the one that's injured. All right, how we doing on this guy? 9.4 on the resistance. Got some meat to take care of here. Who's our cook? Of course, the Law. He's bandaged up now. Let's go ahead and get him chopping up this deer meat. That'll make him feel better. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones recently, and one of my favorite scenes in that show is the one where Tywin Lannister is sitting in a field tent with Jaime, and they've got this huge fucking deer, and he's just like methodically like gutting it and skinning it. And why I like it so much, of course, is because the metaphor of, you know, they basically had just ended the line of House Baratheon. House Baratheon's, you know, sigil was a deer. Charles Dance is freaking awesome. Recently rewatched the second of the new Godzilla movies, King of Monsters. He was in that. Ooh, Opkira has redeemed a water break. Well, I actually brought up a bottle of water with me today, so I've got that, so I'll drink that for you. Thank you, Opkira. I appreciate you keeping me healthy. Specialist, it's okay. It's not as atmospheric, I think, as the original one, because the original one, they tried really hard to like not let you see the monster until the very end. Of course, they couldn't do that in this one. They've already, you know, shown you what that looks like. But it was pretty good. I have not watched -1 yet, SRW. Excuse me. Water was giving me the hiccups. Yeah, no, I haven't watched that yet. But it's on my radar for sure. Looks like you recommend it. I'll take a recommendation. I'll put it on the watch list. Yeah, there are mods for condiments and whatnot, adding condiments to food, so like ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, and shit like that. It's supposed to make the food better, but I don't know if it actually does. If I don't even know if you can use it with nutrient paste dispensers. Never messed with it. Shaman merchant. Cool. Well, I highly doubt that they've got plasteel, but if they do, we're gonna buy it. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is Opcure. I'm sure there is. All right. We still don't really have a social person, so we're gonna send Diggs out to trade. Oh, they do have plasteel. They do. We're definitely gonna buy it. The question is, how much do we need in order to build a multi-analyzer? I'll pull up the old internet machine here. Let's see, multi-analyzer requires 50 plasteel. 50 plasteel, huh? So if we buy 50 plasteel, that's most of our money. But we can pay for it with weed dollars. Let's go ahead and sell off this ambrosia too, and this go juice. Oh no, then they're gonna. How about we just fine tune that down to. Sure. Nice. That's probably going to give us enough silver where we can put sterile tiles in hospital. A house is potentially a tad bit naked. Gotcha. Can we not? Smooth that out. All right. Let's get power going. Oh man, the vomlet. I have heard some horror stories. I like eggs, man. Eggs are one of my favorite foods. I will eat eggs for every meal if you let me. But something about the description of the MRE omelet is does not sound pleasant. do love me some breakfast food. Like I haven't put a whole lot of thought into it, but if you had to like pick your last meal, right? Like you know, you could eat anything. Like 4-course meal, what would you eat? I feel like at some portion of my last meal would have to be like just over easy eggs, strips of bacon, white toast covered in butter to soak up the egg yolks, black coffee. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm dying. I'll put cream and sugar in the coffee. It's my last meal and whatnot. You would use old corned beef hash on Triscuits in the field. You would clear out the tents when you farted. I remember I used to run a D&D game, and we used to play in the basement of our game shop. And I remember in the basement there was this space for people to like prime miniatures, and there wasn't great ventilation down there, so they had a box fan facing it, so like the fumes would get sucked through the box fan. Like, I don't know, like they were just trying to circulate air or some shit like that. And I remember before the game we went and we ate Chinese food, and this guy that was playing in my game ate a whole bunch of beef and broccoli and had the most like garbage ass smelling farts you've ever seen in your entire life. And like he thought he was like being cool, like walking away from the table to like cut one off so like he didn't kill us. But like he didn't realize that he basically had blown like beef and broccoli farts through the intake on this box fan and then spread it all across the entire basement. It was so bad we had to leave the room. Like we had to take a break. What's up, Lord Grimace? Accidentally fart. No, I'm sure he did it on purpose. But yeah, no, he was a troubled man, for sure. Sorry, Grimace. I'm sorry you were eating. But I feel like if you're eating food and watching pretty mostly any BPL stream, like you should probably know what you're getting into. Yeah, let's make sure we don't get too many buggies in this room. Civil War reenactment chili nights. Oh man. So I've never done reenactments, but I have a lot of friends that do. And yeah, there's some stories. There's definitely some stories. The outside air was too scared to come in. That's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. I remember I used to have a roommate who drank basically nothing but 40s of Old English. Like anytime he was getting drunk off of 40s of Old E. And I don't know if you've ever drank Old English. It's not like it tastes bad, and it's okay for getting you drunk, but like it does things to your insides, man. Like it just like it creates some gastrointestinal problems for everybody who drinks it. And we used to have a computer room, and we didn't have enough chairs for all the computers in the computer room, so we had at least one chair was like an old plastic like outdoor chair, like a plastic lawn chair. And he used to sit in that thing, and he would rip ass in it. And like, obviously it smelled bad, but what was hilarious was that it would vibrate because it was a plastic chair, and it would just make the most hilarious sound every single time. So we were juvenile little idiots, of course. He used to do that on purpose as well. Castus has redeemed a posture check. Well, that's a good call, because I've been slumping in this chair. Give me a second. Thank you, Castus. I appreciate you keeping me healthy. All right, let's go ahead and build some beds, along with some end tables, along with some dressers, along with some plant pots, and we'll put the urns in. One more urn. No, we don't. We're out of urns. Have any more nice sculptures? Normal, poor. Oh, we'll put them in. This one's got a chicken. Curious now. This sculpture bears the artwork of Nat Whiskey Pea Green Brexio talking quietly with a friendly expression. 1,000 politicians are talking hesitantly. The image is bordered by 8 squares. The work makes the viewer think of bliss. This depiction refers to Whiskey Pea Green's caravan being met by others on the 3rd of April, May 5501. Amazing. We do have some steel up here that we're gonna have to dig out. See if there are any more urns on the map that we have missed, because that does offend my sensibilities. Have a room without it. More uranium? Oh, we do have some more uranium. Oh man, look at all these components to dig up. It doesn't look like we have any more urns to work with though. Way she goes. Way she goes. Oh man. Start working on the multi-analyzer. Ooh, pretzel bomber. That's gnarly. Just gnarly. Let's go ahead and start rolling more joints. A group of chickens. look at that. It is unfortunately mostly roosters. Let's see. Do we have a space that we can put chickens? Not really. All right. Samurai is still our animal handler, right? Yep. Maybe not. Vegemite is okay in stuff. It's not the kind of thing that I like to eat on its own. But actually, if you put like a little like spoon of it in like a big pot of stew, can actually make for some pretty tasty soups. You know, speaking of Vegemite and things that are used in cooking, I've recently discovered using this stuff called gravy magic. It's like a browning sauce. Like it's just a sauce you put in stuff to make stuff like more brown and delicious. But I've been putting it in stuff, and it's basically just like caramelized sugar and like savory stuff. It's really good. Really good for making your meat taste more savory and making your soups taste more soup-like. Recommend giving that a shot. Gravy magic. Specialist, have a good night, man. Oh, we're gonna have a heat wave. Okay, gonna have a heat wave. So what we should do is we should probably build a cooler. You know what? He's probably not going to be able to dig that because I installed art in front of it. Yep. Man, that's a lot of steel. It's going to be nice. All right, and we are, yeah, aiming for nice average temperature. It's gonna be hot in here. These guys are gonna cook. Let's go ahead and build Well, just can't blame it on the dog anymore. Gotta own up to it. Alright, so this room's gonna get a little bit cooled off. I guess technically I probably should have built that in this room and then had the vent work on it. Let's see. Dela Cruz contact us and will request help. He's wounded and unable to move. He is a 46-year-old warrior. Says that there may be an unknown threat. And that's a little bit of ways, my dude. I think you might be in trouble. Yeah, it's gonna take him forever to get all of these chickens. Jeez. Lucky Sevens. Thank you for following. Appreciate you following us. Welcome to Cooking on the Rim and welcome to WBPL 76. You know, most of these people should probably take off their cold weather gear. There we go. Yeah, he put that flak jacket on, but it's tainted. Take it off, please. Thank you. Unfortunately, it's going to be hot in this room, too. Where we at with Donkey here? Oh, he is close. He is close to being one of us. I tell you what, nothing feels better in a heat wave than a rainy thunderstorm. You definitely want to be like it to be 100 degrees outside and then also getting hit with 100-degree rain. Jeez, that's going to be a lot of steel. Wild boars have gone insane. How about keep everybody inside now? Oh, hey, we forgot to build a new door here. Oopsie. Oopsie doodles. Yeah, Warg has eaten a chicken. Honestly, I'm kind of fine with it. Cause we're just gonna eat all these chickens. Man, he is so bad at convincing people to join. Diggs is unfortunately our social guy right now with a social. Well, no, his socials climbed to 5. Started off at like a 2 or a 3. We're hoping to get this guy Donkey though. He is not capable of doing much of anything, but he does have a really high social, and he is quite pretty. Have all of this delicious pig meat. Oh wait, do we have somebody else doing warning? Yeah, we did. The law. We want to take him off of that. Do we not have enough wood? How about all that wood that we chopped down? Go through it already? Oh, we're continuing to make wood sculptures. That would be why we're running out of wood. Let's suspend that for now. And let's chop some trees. So it's possible. Okay, so what is one thing I'll say is that Texas channel, like Black Pants Legion official or whatever, it went through a hack, I think earlier this year, and a lot of his content got deleted. So it's possible that some of his Rimworld playthroughs might be missing. But if you go to WBPL76, you know, the Cooking on the Rim playlist is there. And then Hasve, who is another Legionnaire from the Down Underland, the Upside Down, also did a couple of good playthroughs of Rimworld. Check that out as well. That's right. Exploding trees. Yeah. It was a sad day for sure. Because, you know, most channels, if they've been around for a few years, they've got a lot of videos. But for the most part, it's not too bad to try to, like, get them back up and running. With Tex, like, his channel's like over a decade old, and he just had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of old videos, and some of which you just can't recover anymore. See, Winter, we are in fact winning. We are on our way to winning. Oh, Samurai is supposed to be doing research. I don't know why I had that turned down for some reason. Imagine you're just sleeping, like you got all your bedrooms, and just in the far distance, you just hear somebody just like whacking at the wall, like digging chunks of raw iron out of the walls. You're backpacking on the East Coast, stationed in Korea in '97. Cool. I had a couple friends in the Air Force who were stationed in Korea at different times. Ooh, his resistance is broken. We're so close to recruiting this guy. Just one more day. Look how fast Diggs is at digging. He's a digging machine. All right, so here's what we're gonna do: is we're gonna eat most of these roosters. We're gonna leave one. We'll leave the 2 hens. We'll just have some free-range chickens. Then we'll go into the animals and we will manage auto slaughter. We are fine with, I would say, a maximum of 10 female chickens. And we'll always just have 1 adult chicken. Yeah. That means we need to have a place to put eggs. So let's fertilized eggs do not go in here. Oh, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So we do need a place for chickens to have eggs. Guess what we could do is just build like a little chicken roost up here. Maybe don't want to build it up here. Maybe we'll build it down here somewhere. Yeah, let's mine out like a little space here. And let's build a fence. Donkey has been recruited. Well, Donkey, welcome to the colony. Welcome to the colony. Well, that, you guys know what that means. That means it's time. It's time for the wheel. The wheel of names. That's right. It's the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. Let's find out who this colonist is going to be. Oh, Orc Slayers. Orc Slayers edging out AK Lone Wolf by just a pixel. Orc Slayers with 2 Z's. Let's take them off the list. Send the wheel back to the void from which it came. No, we're not chicken swarming. I think what we can do then is we can do a round of straw, and then we'll have that as the bedding for the chickens, and then just store it in there. Sea Winter has redeemed a water break. I do have just a little bit of this tea left, so I'm gonna drink that. Thank you, Sea Winter. Oh, and Opcure has redeemed a name in game. Let's go ahead and get his name on here as well. Yeah, thank you, Sea Winter. I appreciate you keeping me healthy. Back to the void. Yeah, there was just a ton of steel back here. I was a little worried that it was going to connect up with this section up here. Orc Slayers has tattered apparel. Let's get him a... Oh, got a mad squirrel. Squirrel has been taken care of. Let us set you up with an outfit and a work schedule. We're going to take Dags off of wardening for now. Can't do dumb labor, but he is good at research. So we'll have him working on research. And what I might do is extend this wall out a little bit. And we'll deconstruct that. And let's build another high-tech bench here. Plenty of sandstone. What's the current research task? We are working on the multi-analyzer. Which I guess we're probably going to need to find room for him eventually. Probably just destroy this regular research bench, right? So we're just going to use the... just going to use the advanced ones now, huh? We got 2 people doing research now, which is nice. And then let's make a... animal spot. We need a egg box. And some animal sleeping spots. Don't forget the AC for that room. Oh, yeah, it is going to be hot in this room. Jeez. Good call. Temperature, cooler. Yeah, I think temperature is going to be fine most elsewhere. A little hot in the joint room, but you know, that's the way it is. Alright, Orc Slayer, are you happy with your clothes? You were rebuffed by Dags. Trying to hit on the station manager. Or watch yourself. Right. Oh, this chicken is stuck in this room. Imagine you're like doing important science stuff. There's just a chicken pecking at your legs. Like, hey buddy, I know I don't have time for you right now. Bugawk? Not bad, not bad. So far, pretty decent looking colony. Nothing bad is gonna happen to us. We're gonna live forever. Chicken nuzzles? Yeah, we can nuzzle a chicken. Why not? Let's deconstruct that, and then let's go ahead and just build a wall right there for now. We're just gonna have this scary room back here that's probably going to get infested at some point. Chicken was gonna go haunting us. Just straight up like solve some math problems on a blackboard. Applesauce, bitch. It's my favorite line from that movie. How do you like them apples? You know, we could probably stand to chop some more trees down. We are getting close to hitting our grid. We are getting a little close to hitting the grid. So where do we want to build? Got two options here. Let's build down here for now. Because we got all this free granite walls. We could just like move them over instead of having to rebuild it. Yeah, like I wanna put like a space heater in this room just to make it like unbearably hot. And a bunch of like wooden furniture and shit. So bugs just like intentionally go into this room and then set this room on fire. We are starting to get a little close to the end of our time today. We got about 15 minutes left in the stream. It's about this time I like to remind everybody that if you're still itching for some streaming action, then Pandora Pirate Radio will be coming up right after Cooking on the Rim tonight. Not sure what they're playing yet, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Has all of your favorite characters. Sandwich. Clutch bag. The Bone Daddy. They're all going to be there. All your favorite peoples. And also Squick. Also Squick will be there. Hay House is looks like Orc Slayers is gonna be bringing another one into the colony. Just pretty sweet. Do we have another normal sculpture? We have a good one. Install this guy. Good sculpture, huh? Let's see what that one's got. This work illustrates Wade the Law Hurst working on a small sculpture with a satisfied expression on his face. The Law lifts the small sculpture seemingly without effort. The work conveys the emotions of goodwill. This depiction tells the story of the Law completing work on a small sculpture. This is literally a sculpture about a guy making a sculpture. That is some meta shit right there. That's right. Recursive sculpture. Yeah, well, it is. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. Ski Pete Green is having a bad day. What's his? Oh, his leg got shot off. That might have something to do with it. He was insulted. He was rebuffed by Orc Slayers. He ate a nutrient paste meal. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christo. All right, so now that we've got this, what we're going to do is we're going to change this over to hay grass. Hay house has been recruited. Well, speaking of building a hay house, what's this guy going to be doing? He's incapable of crafting and cleaning. He's actually not good at much, is he? And he's just going to be defending the base, I guess. We'll just have him hauling and shit. But more importantly, he needs a name. That means we got to break the wheel back out. Ooh, Lord Grimmos. Lord Grimmos, welcome to the colony. Let's set you up with a work schedule. Tell you to stay fresh. And yeah, what are we gonna have you doing? Guess you'll be a doctor. Not gonna have you cooking. Yeah, you can do construction. And you can haul. Perfect. All right. Let's get Lord Grimmos off the list here. Lord Grimmos has been on this list a while. Let's hide the wheel. Back to it. Pretzel Bomber has redeemed name in game. Pretzel Bomber is not on the list. Get you on here, my man. Oh wait, Pretzel Bomber, you're already in the game. You're already in the game, my dude. I'll put you on again, but we'll put you on the list as a backup. Yeah, you know, we should probably do something like, I don't know, train this dog to do stuff. Yeah, let's train this dog. Who's on handling? Samurai, Lord Grimace. Yeah, let's teach this dog how to do things. All right, we should have plenty of joints. Just need a couple of young college kids to come by the colony and buy those joints off of us. All right, we got the multi-analyzer. Let's go ahead and start working on hospital beds while we build that multi-analyzer. Can the dog do your taxes? Yeah, sure. There's no law against it. There's no rule that says that a dog can't play basketball. It's a true story. All right, we got the multi-analyzer doing its thing. Science room is doing science stuff. He's all fertilized? Holy cow. We're gonna make a zone here in the middle. In the zone, we'll only put hay. We'll call that critical just to be on the safe side. The chickens have a place to eat. The law is trying to put the moose on degs. Spicy. Let's see. These guys probably need weapons, right? Yeah, Orc Slayers is a heck of a fighter. We're gonna give him an auto pistol. Lord Grimace is also a hell of a fucking fighter. Jeez. We need better guns, don't we? Give him this excellent short bow for now. And we can make shotguns and SMGs. Yeah, let's make like 5 SMGs. And that means we need to put Samurai back on smithing. I think. Yeah. Who's gathering eggs? That's a good question, because we're not putting those eggs anywhere, are we? Can we put eggs in here? Put unfertilized eggs over here. There we go. Are the chicks trapped? They shouldn't be, because we have an animal flap here. Animals should be able to come in and out of that. Well, we're gonna be saving the eggs, Samurai, so we can throw them at people. Dangerously low on food. What are you talking about? Well, I guess yeah, okay. So that's fair. We're not dangerously low on food, but we definitely don't have nearly as much food as what we started off with. So after this round of hay grass, I think we'll probably need to do some more rice while it's summertime. And if it comes down to it, we can eat some of the chickens. Oh, this chick is trapped. You are correct there. We have hospital bed. We can start on fabrication. And then we're on our way to Starflight. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. That seems like a pretty solid place to stop. Let's take stock of what we got here. We've added some new colonists to the group. Orc Slayers and Lord Grimos. Got bedrooms made. We have a spooky, scary room full of potential bugs. We got joints being rolled. Chickens have a place to live. Pretzel Bomber is learning new tricks. Science is happening. Colony is doing well. Higgstastic. Our rims are good. They're good. Trying to find a word there that didn't make it sound like my butthole is being licked by anyone. But our rim is doing good. Coming up next, we have Pandora Pirate Radio with the Warlocks and Squick and other such peoples. Bouncy Time, maybe. Lots of people. So I'm gonna leave you with a word from our sponsor, and we'll see you next time.
Hey there, folks. It's me, Tom Tombadil, of Wide Tom's Bean House. Come on down and try our never-ending bucket of beans. Only $14.99. I've got beans coming out the wazoo. We got bean salad, pork and beans, 3-bean casserole, jelly beans. But if beans aren't your fancy, we've got a full burger bar. Help yourself. Just $14.95 plus tax. Wide Tom's Bean House has a big old burger bar just for you. In addition to the burger bar, we also have a full liquor bar, as well as sports playing on every TV. Call toll-free at 888-WIDE-TOM to book your reservation at a restaurant near you today.